3, 2, 1. What it is, YouTube? It's your boy, Mike Maxis.
Solo Jolo.
Back at it again with another Critical Hit video for you guys.
And I'm mad.
He is very upset.
I ain't gonna lie, I done got a little emotional. You feel me? Since this morning, you know, since the rollout of this Dragon Age Veilgaurd game, you feel me? I've been the Dragon Age head my whole life, basically.
His whole life, y'all.
Since I first got a hold of Origins, I played it, the mess out of it. I never got to 100% it. I was young, I was little, but still, I played it to death. I played 2 to the death. And I know people say, you know, they have their disagreements on that game. You feel me? I feel like it's amazing, just as amazing. Me personally, that's just how much I love the series. We all know how I feel about the Inquisition. Masterpiece. Period. And so, you know, obviously, since those days, BioWare is a little different now. BioWare is a little different. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Let's just be real.
We've gone through some tough times. Very tough times, you know. All of it's not their fault. Some of it is, you know, and it is all equally bad, you know, and you take your pick. Mass Effect, Anthem, whatever. You can take your pick. It's just been terrible in the past years, but ever since, you know, saying the teasing of the sequel to Inquisition, I've been waiting my whole life, basically what it feels like for the sequel in this series, basically, man. Like, just me being completely honest with you, dog. I'm so deep into this world without having to constantly be in it that it's insane. Like, I know so much. I'm so in the story. It's like, bro, I need to see what's next. I need to. It's just how I feel. And of course, getting around, you know, saying to the rollout of this game, stuff happens. So apparently they withheld codes for like certain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, certain people got codes, certain people didn't.
Only certain people got to play it or whatever. Yeah. I don't think it mattered too much, but that's just me.
To some people, it's very telling.
I can definitely see how that comes off to a lot of people. Most definitely,
they smell shit when that kind of stuff happens. They tend to smell something in the air. It's like
of course, a bunch of DEI conversations came out. People just all sorts of claims. The maps were like, feel like Overwatch. It's too bright and colorful. It doesn't even look like a Dragon Age. Man, I didn't want to say shut up because they done that in the last couple of years. They haven't had a good track record. I didn't want to say, hey, shut y'all mouth and curse them out like I wanted to, because I honestly just didn't know how it would turn out. I was like, man, I hope this is okay.
Would you say you were cautiously optimistic?
I was very cautious. I was so ready at the first sign of this being not a bad game to stump my foot into anybody online's chest. I was so ready. I'm just sitting there waiting in the waters. Lo and behold, it releases. I've been playing it. It's okay. It's not a bad game. It's time for y'all to shut the fuck up. Alright? It's time to chill out. But all this fucking hate shit, all this bandwagon hate shit. I know this shit's cool for the clicks. Nah, stop this shit, dog. Because it is not bad. It is not perfect. It ain't perfect. It isn't. But it's not fucking bad. It's a fun game. I'm having fun.
Hey, he's having fun with it.
Fuck you. I'm having fun.
As for me, before we get right into the meat and potatoes of the video, I have only played Dragon Age 2, and then I got to the guy with the horns and the battle axes and stuff. Couldn't beat him, had the worst setup for it, and I didn't realize I had the worst setup for it. However, I was stuck at him, so I could not go back. I would have had to go back and replay the first 40 hours of the game. So I was just like, you know what, nah. And then I played Dragon Age Origins, and I also didn't finish that game. I got stuck on some witch.
You know, I find out they very funny.
The games aren't particularly for me. Well, you know what? I played Dragon Age, I got Dragon Age because of the commercial. I thought that you was gonna get to play as a person that can turn into a dragon.
Fair. From the advertising, you know what? Honestly, kind of fair.
Like, you gotta understand, you know, This was before me. I didn't care. I didn't have any inclination of what Dragon Age was. I thought, oh sweet, a dragon game.
You know.
And so I was obviously disappointed.
I can't knock them.
So ever since I found out that Dragon Age wasn't about you playing as a dragon, a character that, I just nah. I'm straight. But this one looked pretty cool. I thought it was, I was like, hey, I like Varric. When I did play of Dragon Age, and I realized there were no dragons, I was like, okay, this is a different kind of, but I did like Varric a lot, and I did like all of the little side quests and stuff, like the one with the kid, the little dwarf kid and everything like that. You have to go find them on there was some cool, I had some really cool, like, pivotal moments growing up playing Dragon Age, but it just ultimately wasn't my cup of tea. Like, oh, I'm just foaming at the mouth for the next release. I was like, this game's cool. This is a nice game. But my guy Jared has a lot to say. I am always down for the fuck shit, especially when it's an abrasive opinion. When it's something going against the grain, I'm always here for it. So
it's just really something that irks me and pushed me the wrong way, because we all was there for the flock, the massive flock of videos that came out that was pushing this narrative that's like, this game is some badly managed, unfun DEI hell or some shit, and it's not.
It's not, I guess.
It's not, and lo and behold, actual reviews from actual people who we can actually see play it, they agree. Shit, it's fun.
Right.
Lo and behold, it's actually a fun game, and so we just want to sit here. I saw that my boy Asmongold, you know what I'm saying, he's been talking about it. I saw he had a long little session. He showed him playing it, and he also dropped a video of his thoughts. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I just want, you know what I'm saying? Watch some Asmongold, because man, I just can't even. I can't get my head around a lot of these folks, man. Can't get my head around a lot of these folks' opinion of the game. I just can't understand. I can't stand it.
Oh man. So, guys, we are gonna be watching some more Asmongold. Asmongold has been unbanned because
he's back.
I believe that once this video gets uploaded, the video that we made about that isn't uploaded yet. So, our bad. Technical difficulties. We were supposed to be on that. We were supposed to be on that.
It should have been up a while ago.
We will make another video talk about Asmongold, because we fuck with talking about Asmongold.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, right? So, this is Asmongold's Dragon Age video, and obviously Jolo's gonna be taking point on this one as far as, leading our commentary, and I will provide my insights and 2 cents where I, see fit. But with full transparency, I am the filthy casual in the equation right now. This is not the IP in which I have a whole lot of expertise. So we're just gonna,
and that's fair.
But I am, instead of being insecure about that, like a wuss, like I was gonna say something else, but instead of being insecure about that, like I know a lot of these other soy boys would be, I am going to play into it. I think it's funny. Let's go.
Early thoughts on Dragon Age Veilgaurd.
Veilborn.
With a very early quick thoughts video on Dragon Age Veilgaurd. So I played this game now for about 8 hours.
About to say
the first 2 hours of the stream were sponsored, and I now have a pretty good idea about my initial feelings of this game. Now, I do need to say that I know this game is long, and I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of it, so we will most likely make another thoughts video when I am done.
That's 2 reacts.
I'm getting the question all the time, what do I think of this game? Make a quick video giving you my thoughts. Dragon Age Veilgaurd is
Please say it's a return to form.
fine.
It's fine.
It's pretty. It runs well. The
Can't relate.
combat is engaging. The overall story arc at this point, as a Dragon Age fan, I am really enjoying.
Personally, as somebody who came into the game, like, I've never played Dragon Age before. This is my first game in the series. And that's... It wasn't bad. But, like, it wasn't terrible, but, like, it just kind of wasn't really that good.
The sound design is pretty good. And if you take it exactly for what it is fine. Now, when I say fine, that means some parts of it are good, or even...
That's true. That part of it, I think that's true. Because, like, okay, we say it's a 6. Would you hook up with a 6, guys?
Yeah.
Who would hook up with a 6?
Look at all these yeses.
I mean, shit.
Most of these guys are 4s and shit. So
Look,
all of y'all motherfuckers better say yes. Look at this dude.
I knew some.
Say a no.
I know plenty of men who would be considered like 8s and 9s that were like, you know, I hook up for the 6 for the fuck of it. It's a
6s are easy, man.
It's a thing to do.
Y'all taking a drink at the same time is hilarious.
There it is.
Drinkception.
Above average.
It's fine.
It's excellent. Like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. It actually runs really well. The voice acting also. The voice acting is pretty great. In most cases, like most characters, I love him.
It's alright.
I mean,
It's alright.
I was gonna look.
I think
I was gonna say, I was like, I mean, yeah, it's not stand out, but I mean, so far at least, it's not stand out, but
I haven't played.
It's not bad voice acting. Voice acting ain't the problem. The problem comes in what these folks are saying. But outside of that, I mean, yeah, voice acting's fine. You know, they're doing a good job in the studio, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
not really a highlight, but hey, you know, it is what it is.
I think a lot of you guys are confusing two different things. He's talking about voice acting. You're probably thinking of dialogue.
There we go. Yeah,
I think the
right
voice
there. Yeah.
acting itself is like
There we go.
I don't like the
Perfectly
dialogue
put.
at all.
Yeah,
But I
perfect.
think the
Yes,
voice acting itself,
I
the
agree.
way the words are said is pretty good.
Agreed.
That's
I can
all.
agree with you there.
Hearing them. In fact, most characters, the delivery is so good that sometimes it can trump the part that I don't like. So let's talk about.
Okay.
But the big thing about this game that is I don't want to say grating, but it's wearing on me. And the big thing about this game that's wearing on me a little bit is the quality of the writing. And when I say quality of the writing, I don't mean the overall story, but I mean the dialogue between the characters.
So fucking
Yes.
You was telling me about that.
Say it how it is, Asmund. Yes, it is. It is. It is. Writing is bad. It is. It very much so is.
I just
I can
was
admit that,
doing
for
like
sure.
the what's the word for it? Like the reputation quest line for Hulkenberg and Metaphor. And then the day after that I played Dragon Age. And it was like going from eating a Wagyu steak to eating a wheelbarrow full of eggs.
Jesus.
I mean,
It really was bad.
you know, it's like.
I just thought about something. We also gotta probably move our camera because we're in the same spot.
Damn, you're right. We are. You're right.
Go ahead, move.
Move that on over. You can see his face.
Moving on up to the east
We'll
side.
cover up his shit. They ain't saying nothing important.
Yeah.
It's incredibly unnatural.
Yeah, now we can
He
pause.
ain't wrong. He ain't wrong at all. I'll say this though. I'll say this because there's a why I feel like not to say it's not necessarily a big deal that it's that bad, but it's not to be, you know, not to put that much over hate on the game, because it's like I feel like most games that come out nowadays have this problem, and I feel like there is a huge writing issue in all of entertainment right now, honestly. Like from movies to games, like all the writing.
Video
has been
games
feeling
are starting to sound like dubbed anime from the 90s and early 2000s.
Exactly. It is very, you know what I'm saying, the writing in games have been in a downward spiral for a while. For most games, you feel me?
I mean, this is what happens when you constantly lay off the good writers,
you know,
and they say, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go write for movies and stuff now,
exactly,
or I'm gonna start my own studio."
Yes, there's always exceptions, obviously, but like for the majority,
even Hideo Kojima isn't a good writer. He just comes up with cool ideas.
You know, he's not the writer. He's not the only writer. If he's writing at all, stay out of the writing.
I wouldn't read no damn book
honestly.
from that, dude.
Kojima, my boy, getting that director chair instead.
Don't write nothing down.
But yeah, no, it's like a lot of games have this problem, and that shouldn't have you go light on this game for it having the problem. It shouldn't, because it does have this problem, and it's bad. It is very bad. For me, like I said, for me personally, I'm heavily invested in this universe and in this world. So outside, for me, it's like outside of the main quests, I can't stomach it, and I'm skipping it. Legit, that's just as real as I can get.
Is it really that bad?
It can get that bad.
We get some clips of like the dialogue specifically.
The dialogue can it's not a immediate but it will definitely, after more than an hour of play, can be like, okay, bro, okay. Oh.
I'm gonna roll the clip around this. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna roll the clip in post, because I'm gonna find a nice compilation and just roll the clip.
Do you hear me? Oh no! Sorry. Just breaking things.
Want help? I could, I don't know, kick it or something?
Oh, yes. Just be careful. Some things don't do well. If you break them, I mean.
What kind of don't do well are we talking about?
Oh, you know, reality tears, wild magical energy. Also, for some reason, bees. I don't know why. And I don't know why this won't work. A microfracture. But before that, you'll need the Fate Harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler.
Because it's like it's not the best, and it can definitely get on your nerves and have you think, okay, no, I can't do this anymore, and turn off the voices. And it's such a huge. It is even more of a blow to the game, because debatably, in previous games, it's been such a huge, you know what I'm saying, enjoyment factor to have like the banter between characters and like the just the dialogue in general. That always felt immersive. It always immersed you in. It was interesting. You feel me?
Yeah.
There is nothing immersive about this dialogue. There is nothing immersive about most of this dialogue, dog. Like, golly.
You just saying the dialogue was vehicular.
It's
like,
it's like no.
Oh shit, that happened.
Like it's very much road trip playing I Spy with the dialogue. It's like he may get into it because like it is a universal problem. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Dialogue ain't good whatsoever.
It's very forced and it's very basic. And where in previous games I would look forward to characters talking to each other or telling me bits about the world, I kind of dread when it happens in this game because it feels so homogenized, basic, and frankly like I'm being talked to like a child.
Yeah.
This is true. So this is the way that like I know that the game doesn't respect your intelligence and treats you like a retard. The fact that I can figure out the puzzles.
Hey. Look, it's like
There's no way that should happen.
There's no way that should have happened.
It is, they're constantly just, they're not adding to the scenes when they talk.
Yes.
They're making
Fucking so true. A rock falls down. Well, that happened.
Right, bro? It's like I'm telling you, it's that Korean
sure
level
you
of dialogue.
know what's going on. They're making sure you understand it. It's basic dialogue designed to deliver information, not to deliver an immersive narrative experience.
It's crazy how, you want to know 2 examples that I think do this so much better? I think Throne and Liberty really does a great job with this, with having the narrator paraphrase everything that happens in quests. And I think also, whenever you're moving around in the Gauntlet Runner in Metaphor, where like the narrator there kind of tells you like what you're doing and where you're going. Like, I think that like there's just so many use cases that are, again guys, I'm not allowed to play Baldur's Gate 3 until I play every single other turn-based game that's ever been created. And so I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 yet. I'm working through Metaphor, and then we're gonna have to do a bunch of other ones. But the fact is that
We're gonna be playing games well. Gonna be playing.
I don't know. I think the dialogue
playing that
is
genre
just
forever.
Right.
The dialogue
Oh
is
my
great.
god.
And I just think the Dragon Age Veilgaurd, the dialogue, in my opinion, is the weakest part of the entire game.
Yes. There we go.
That's the. If I was to say, what's the worst part of the game?
The dialogue. Yeah.
Fair.
I think that's one of the biggest problems with this game. The dialogue in this game is not immersive dialogue. It is vehicular dialogue.
Hey, look, you used it too.
And that is the term that I would use for Dragon Age Veilgaurd. It is not Baldur's Gate 3. It is not Cyberpunk. It is not writing to make you feel like you're in the world.
Writing to have to push you along.
That's a really good way of saying it.
It literally
It's
writing
not
to
immersive.
push you forward.
I completely agree with that
Like
perspective.
you don't know
That's really
what
smart.
you should do next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Writing to project you forward or make sure you know what you need to continue on. It feels like tutorial writing. It feels like
Yeah. Even that's even better. That's even better.
That's a
Yes.
really good way to put it.
That's perfect. It's tutorial, right? Yes.
that works in some games. That's okay in some games. But this is an immersive, large role-playing game. You are playing.
Well, and you see how kind of like this problem. So like, it's like a weird thing where.
I like how he's trying to take Pirate Software beat. He nigga pulled up.
Yo, on God, he pulls up a
He
thing.
pulled up the shit like he Pirate Software.
He just put, wow.
And how long has he been training to do this?
No, let's see him do this, man. I want to see
That's
it.
crazy. Just for a visual representation, let's see it, brother.
To the player.
That's awesome.
Let me go ahead
That's
and just make this a
amazing.
little bigger so you guys can see everything. This is a problem that manifests itself in multiple ways. And for example,
He sure made that chart quick as hell.
Look, he been training for this. Ain't no way. Yeah. He's been training for this one. Oh my god.
You know, like basically what Ko is saying. I'm just gonna say that.
This is so
And then
jarring to
also-
see. This is so jarring to see him doing this. Holy crap.
Talking about social issues. And they both come from the same tree of talking down to the player. And I think this is where the problem is with a lot of these games. Is that
I see
the games that try to ham-fist in ideology, oftentimes that is a mining canary for a deeper problem with the writing. And that deeper problem is not the social issues, it's what that infers from the rest of the story and how that type of writing will manifest itself in storytelling on a macro level for the whole game. You see kind of where I'm coming from here? Yeah.
It brings me back to my whole argument about, like, we need to fire all of these motherfuckers in these, like, I think a lot of the game, I am in the minority of the fact that I'm not super bummed that a lot of these game developers are losing their jobs. We don't specifically know which positions in the game development department is because like you could be a developer and be on the writing team and still be a developer. It's like, bro, like
they don't put
if
their
most of
signature
those
on
people
these.
were writers, they needed to be freaking fired anyway.
You know, it's like
Look,
they're not putting their signature on what they did, so they very well could have just been in a role where they didn't provide much to the product. So I was like, shoot.
I'm not saying that everybody who lost their job deserved to lose their job, but let's not pretend that everybody's just a victim. Some of these people needed to go.
Right. That's
because we've been getting garbage.
Right. Like, if you've ever worked a full-time job before, that is a job. That is a job position like any other job position. So
and I don't want to hear.
I know we've all worked with a lazy motherfucker who didn't really do what they.
I also don't want to hear the excuse of, oh, the publisher wants this and that. The publisher wants a Dragon Age game to come out at this time.
Yeah.
And make this amount of money.
That's about it.
The developer then has all of the right. Like, this is the developer's fault that the game turned out the way the game turned out. They had every piece of it looks like they had all the leeway in the world to just make a Dragon Age game the way they're supposed to make a Dragon Age game by everybody's account. It doesn't. I haven't heard anything about them having to put microtransactions in the game or put a bunch of crap in it. So it's like, this is all on them. I don't really think you can blame EA for this.
Yeah,
EA didn't tell them to make the dialogue bad.
No, of course not. All the bad dialogue, the bad writing, it's on them. It definitely is 100%. You can't blame it on anybody else.
What we gonna blame? Did Sweet Baby Inc. write the game for us? Like, who else are we gonna blame besides that BioWare just sucks now? And let's just call it for what it is. Call a spade a spade. Everybody from BioWare that made BioWare great is basically gone.
Yeah, BioWare, the people who made those games that we love, they're not even there.
We need to follow where those people went and buy those games instead.
Right. I know majority of BioWare fans are Mass Effect fans. Those people who made Mass Effect what it is, they're not here. They're not there anymore. They're not even no, bro. There's no point of going. There's no point going in expecting that same experience anymore because they're gone.
Yeah. It's tragic.
It is.
It's just a visualization.
And granted, you could say it's an action role-playing game, but still, you are a person and you need to be treated as that role. But the dialogue is not treating us as Rook, the leader of the resistance. I'm not being talked to like an adult who's leading people. I'm being talked to like I'm a kid that needs to have his hand held through every area. And that.
Do you remember? Hey, stupid! Hey, do you remember? So, there's a block, and then you have to put the block in the hole that's the same size as the block. Hey, remember this? Remember, hey, dumbass. Do you remember when we had to do this before? You gotta do it again. Hey, look, the block's over here. You should use it on the hole over there. Why don't you pick the block up? Hey, listen.
I never get to play that role. So that's where the big thing is with this game. I feel like they've over-gamed it. And by over-gaming it, by making the dialogue so vehicular, they have significantly reduced all the stuff that I feel a lot of us love in these games.
You know, like Cyberpunk. Like, I was playing Cyberpunk, and I was in deep. Because it had so much vocabulary and language that provided a perspective of escapism. And I think that games can do that. They can create.
Choom, I knew it.
I was waiting for it.
I was waiting for the Choom all in the comments.
I was waiting for Choom.
Future language, like all the weird vocabulary.
Getting lost in that.
For so much Choom.
Cyber slang.
Chrome.
But I can't.
Yeah.
When I pull up to a dock,
Preen stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God, preen. Eddies, yeah.
Eddies.
You gonk. You dumb gonk.
Oh wow, there's nobody here. It's market day and everybody's gone. What?
Like the
I
dialogue.
think there's something wrong.
Holy shit.
and there's that kind of stuff all over the place, where it's just like obvious stuff, obvious things looking around, and most importantly, it's devoid of that dialogue that adds to the region. You know, it's one thing to pull up to an area and have the person say, "Oh, it's a dock. There should be boats here," and it's empty. And it's another thing to pull up and be like, "Oh, it's this dock. I was here 4 years ago. It was packed with people. I had a shop over there, and I remember this flooding with areas, and now I can't believe it's this empty."
You know,
One of those
even something that's basic. You know, just a change of dialogue is simple as that. would go a long way.
Maybe
it would go a long way.
Maybe they're not paying these writers. Maybe
no,
it's like
look, maybe it's they just not they sitting around and they're not getting the paper.
They're either not paying these writers or it's AI. I don't know what to tell you. No, because AI would have done it better. AI would have been like, because you would have been like, hey, no, make it immersive and all of that stuff. AI would have done
I would have said, don't knock AI now. AI came a long way.
I feel like AI would have written a better game compared, like, just based off what like I said, I have not played this shit.
AI would soon write some shit that don't make sense and have it be eventful. Then it would write something extremely boring, honestly.
I feel like I can ask Chat GPT to write a compelling story and have me glued, and it will do just that. Like, I might be glued to the fucking thing. Write a pointless story that I can't look away, that I can't stop reading.
Look, AI came a long way. Yeah, nah, man.
Other is delivering information. Like
the other is fulfilling a word count requirement before you turn in your essay in 7th grade.
Hey. I remember.
Very, 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 extremely. Bro, the adjective, going to the thesaurus.
Let's say flipping through the thesaurus, bro. I'm using all sorts of words.
As a result, although, however,
like, bro, you'll read the street was dark and empty so many different ways before something happened on that jump, bro. Ooh,
it was dark and empty, devoid of light,
devoid of people. Right, you could hear a pin drop if it did, and if it even did, you wouldn't be able to see it. It was so dark. But I tell you, boy, filling out a word count on the essay, boy.
Now this wasn't just dark. This was advanced.
Right, this isn't darkness. This is
advanced darkness.
So it's weird. It's weird. So
yeah.
it's and that happens all the time. Where I feel like I'm being educated or told. And there's further.
I got educated yesterday. Remember that? By the mirror? I got re-educated.
What the hell?
I don't know. Yeah.
For the record, there's this other scene.
Transmin gold. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Transmin gold.
Transmin gold.
The internet is exploding over the content of the scene. I feel like I'm watching a Dare commercial in middle school. Like I felt like
Yes.
Oh,
Jesus. Unlocking memories.
I used the wrong pronouns. Oh my god.
I was sitting in the audience in middle school watching a bunch of adults do a performance that was supposed to tell me how to feel about something.
Yeah, the weird thing is that, I don't know if you guys had the same thing in school, like back in the 90s, but man, there's nothing that made me want to try drugs more than watching the commercials that they had on not to try drugs. Man, those were fucking terrible, huh?
Remember that bitch was laying flat on her couch like she was deflated on her?
Yes.
I really wish you wouldn't do drugs, Sarah. Like, I hate how you get when you smoke pot. Look at that.
My favorite is this stupid one, this stupid cooking one, where it's like the egg. It was, this is your brain.
Oh my god.
This is your brain on drugs. But shit, they look tasty. Throw some salt and some pepper on there. Look, man. So,
speaking of which, we gotta make some breakfast after this. ASAP, because I think it is starved.
Whatever it is I'm supposed to feel about.
Yeah.
The whole framework of that is just uncomfortable. Like that's not why we play games. That's not like the forget the message.
Yeah.
But it's like that's not it. So anyway, I know this got a little ranty, but it's really hard.
It's patronizing the player and talking down to the player.
yeah.
That's the root of the issue. And patronizing Social issues is simply a
We're taking
bridge.
theater. What is it?
That's he's grabbing the issue by the balls.
Right.
Excuse me, by the root. He's grabbing the issue by the root. Yeah.
Bring it back down.
Coupling the root of the.
And then other games just don't. And I do need to point out at this point, we're talking about one facet of Veilgaurd. I know you guys are probably going like, "Oh, Co hates Dragon Age Veilgaurd. This is terrible." But no, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this one part of Veilgaurd is so bad that it kind of drags down the other parts.
Lost Ark did that. I have never seen a game with worse dialogue than Lost Ark.
I tried Lost
It
Ark.
was, you know what makes it even funnier? The fact that Lost Ark was delayed by Amazon because the dialogue was bad, and they wanted to delay it so they could make the dialogue better. I wonder what it was like before the delay.
And the reason I make videos like this is for a very small chance that one day somebody in the decision point sees a video like this and goes, "Oh, maybe we're better off taking risks instead of homogenizing our product to a broader audience," which is what I feel like is going on in this case. I think
that's exactly what happens, and he's completely right. And if you look at it from a macro level, I think that the problem is that companies have like these massive budgets for games, and the massive budgets for games make it to where they feel like they're required to hit such a wide audience of players that they end up devaluing and watering down the experience of the game. And it's like, one size fits all is actually one size fits none. I think that's what happens with a lot of these AAA games.
I feel like
It's safe,
when we
yeah.
get dialogue like this in games, it's because it's being brought down to such a basic level that everyone will be able to understand it. They don't want to take risks. And
Yeah, like whenever I was playing Metaphor, I was doing Stroll's questline, and I couldn't find a fish vendor. And do you want to know why I couldn't find a fish vendor? It's because I wasn't really paying attention while I was reading the quest, and I was mentally AFK. Now I found it. I didn't have to look on the Google either. It took me 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
That would have never happened to Dragon Age Veilgaurd.
That will never happen to Dragon Age
And
Veilgaurd.
there'd be like 7 NPCs that you're walking towards. Oh, I sure like eating fish from the fish vendor that's directly to the left of me. Oh, wow, I can't wait to go to the fish vendor that's just a little bit farther next to me. And then there's like, you look at your map and there's an indicator and it says fish vendor.
Right.
Your heroes, the companions,
Big
are
old
like,
fish
hey,
logo.
yeah,
Like,
I think the fish vendor's just ahead. Keep going in this direction. And then, like, if you get near him, there's like a big indicator over his head. It's a fucking fish. It's like, hey, you fucking retard. Click on this guy. Fucking moron.
we need to make sure devs.
Oh, ladder arisen.
We don't play games.
We have to sever the
We
tail.
don't play games for homogenized dialogue. That is not why we like games.
Yeah.
We like games because they surprise us, they make us think, they give us things we're not expecting, and they're interesting because we haven't done them 50 times before.
Yeah.
That's why we like these games. The main story in this game is doing that for me, which is why I'm still playing this game. I'm a huge Dragon Age fan. The main story and the stuff happening in it right now at the 8 to 10 hour mark,
I'm playing it because I still haven't had gay sex in the game yet. But, I mean, everybody has their own reasons, right?
Everybody has entitled to their own reason, you know.
let's just take that kind of thing and be a little riskier and more interesting in the writing. I think this could be a damn decent, like, we could be having a completely different type of video right now. But yeah,
And
that's
then
my
I will
thoughts.
change the writing and
That's
stuff.
my thoughts on this. I'm going to continue playing it. I'm still enjoying it. I'm probably going to focus the main story. Like, I feel weird saying that in a DA game, but the companion quests and stuff in these games, we may do something to check them, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm all I know for sure is that as of now, I'm finishing the main story.
I'll treat him.
I do love Souls. I want to see what's going to happen. But
Is Solus a good character? I think that he is the only character that I would say could be considered as good. I don't
It's
like
'cause he's
any of
bald.
the other characters.
Because he's bald, just like how you are.
Because he's
You're
bald.
bald. Bald.
No, that's my opinion.
All
I
right.
think that, like, compared to all the other characters, he's pretty much the best one. That's my opinion.
His chant. My eyes.
No, it's not because he's bald. Shut the fuck. No.
Thoughts on Dragon Age Veilgaurd? Some really good parts that are important, like some really lackluster parts. The total package, if you can bear with the bad parts, is not a bad game. But if you are
Yeah.
playing Dragon Age Veilgaurd,
You gotta eat around the dick.
for the immersive dialogue, for the same reasons you super enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3, you can't hate on someone for not liking this game. Keep that in mind.
Thank
It's
you.
totally valid to not like this game. You don't need to shout people
Oh,
out.
hey. It's totally valid to not like any game, right? Like, if you don't like a game for whatever reason, totally fair. I never was a big fan of Minecraft. I never really liked Minecraft. I acknowledge Minecraft is a generational level incredible game, but I'm just not really a fan.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Like-minded people in this chat
Say that. But it's also not valid to say the game is complete garbage. Because there's parts of this game that are actually pretty damn good.
I agree with them. I do not think it is complete garbage. I don't think the game is complete garbage. I think it is slightly above average.
Yes.
Schmedium dick.
Look, completely acceptable take.
So it's a real mixed bag.
Schmedium meat.
Again, there's
That's
parts that
what
are
it
really good
is.
and there are parts that are just really not. But I'd say the overall picture, it's definitely for me so far, it's been worth playing.
Somebody says, "What's the last complete garbage game you played?" Star Wars Outlaws. Piece of shit.
I see clips of that game, and it's like,
So
what
bad.
Where's the Rock meme? It's the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen.
Zero put Star Wars Outlaws in the fucking dirt. At least you can jerk off to Zen with Zone Zero.
Hey! Jerking off to Bernice, nigga. you beating your schmeat to Bernice. At least it was the Gooner game. That's what people call it on Zero. The Gooner game.
Like,
Goonless Zone Zero.
like I've watched ISIS executions where like cartels where like they
Grabbed by the
somebody,
Goonies.
and I'm like, wow, that sucks for him. And then I just go about my day, right? Like eating ice cream. But like after playing Star Wars Outlaws for 2 hours, I had to recover.
Recover.
I mean, the combat and stuff is fun enough to where it's worth playing. And we'll kind of see if that keeps up all the way to the end. Anyway,
Another suspension
that's it.
already.
I hope this helps in what little way. I do want to end this video by saying the best decision that you can make on a game like this is your own. Use this video and many others to educate yourself and inform yourself, and the most important
Just
one,
watch gameplay. Watch gameplay.
Yeah, you know, and you know what? I've been such a huge advocate for just that point for the longest time, bro. It's like, yes, it's always important to have outlets and just people that put out media that you trust opinions, and it is important to have. But what's more important than that is having your own. Actually try stuff. You know, I never ever in this economy, I can't advocate for you to buy anything. Touring is right there though. Try stuff before you just go out and spout your opinion, because there are so many times where people's opinion just immediately completely flopped over to the complete other side. You want to know why? Because they actually got a hold of something. And it was like, wait, hold on. I actually like. Then they gotta take down all 15 of their posts where they spazzed out the one late evening because they couldn't go to sleep. They'll take all them posts down because, oh crap, I actually kind of like this.
Wow.
Right, so, you know, so it's just, you know, so exiting it out on that note, just, you know, don't listen to all of these fucking big nosed, fat, four-headed, pasty fucks online.
Jesus.
I can't stand. Look, man, I love the series. I don't love this game, but I really like this fucking game for the gameplay. And it's like, you know, I can't stand people that I feel like they didn't even really give it a real try. You feel me? I genuinely feel like this is another case of huge bandwagoning. And I feel like that because as you can probably see online, there's a huge discourse, a complete divide between games mid and this is terrible. BioWare's in the trash. They're done. This is the end of them. You know, it's like this is a complete split in half dichotomy between the two, and I can't stand that. I can't stand the whole divide on it. And you know, that's the whole reason I'm here. Whole reason I want to show up, man.
And I'm here for moral support.
You know, and I appreciate that, cause man,
I'm riding for my dog.
Genuinely couldn't stand to see this happen.
Now, when some other game that I care about a whole lot come out,
I'll be right here.
And I gotta make a rant on it.
Oh, you already.
I expect.
You know I'm there.
I expect the same level.
I wouldn't miss that for the world.
I don't even. Unfortunately, there's not anything really coming out that I'm heavily looking forward to right now. So, like, there's stuff coming out that I'm gonna play, but like, I'm not like, you know. Again, I'm not frothing at the mouth for anything right now.
You know, I guess one of the more bigger reasons I felt like I have to be the one to come out and do this is because this is the Dragon Age series. This is what has always been considered the secondary series for them. Everybody is a Mass Effect head. All of those Mass Effect babies are just quiet, sitting off to the side. Huh? No. All right, fine, cool. I'll stand up. I'll be the one to say it. I think you're being jerks. Sit back down to my desk and wait for the teacher to take y'all ass out. That's all I got for y'all, man. I got passionate this morning.
Hey, man, we here for the passion, man.
You know, much love. Use your own opinions. Use your wallets wisely, and use your pirating skills wisely. It is a harsh world out there on all ends, on all degrees. That's all I got for you, though.
But like always, guys, we appreciate everybody who likes, comments, subscribes. It really means a lot. And we'll be uploading more videos more frequently, getting our schedule together, working out the kinks, working out the technical difficulties. But hey, that's what comes with the territory of building a small channel, right? But hey, guys, till next time, right? Peace.